Hey everyone, Nigel here. Just gone midnight on the 11th of October 2018, so it's very, very late at night on Wednesday or early in the morning on Thursday, however you want to put it. No doubt that you guys want me to build this over the Krupp. You don't want to see this kit built. You want to see this kit built, so that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, my target is to have this kit built, whether painted, finished, decorated, everything, by the 11th of November 2018, in memory of all the people that lost their lives in that bloody awful war 100 years ago. So this is the female, depicted on the box front as a captured German tank. I want to build this version, not because I'm a fan of German armour or anything to do with the German regime or whatever it was. I just like the way this looks. I haven't seen the English or the British option in this kit. I know there is one. There's a British option and a German option, because I haven't opened the instructions. So with no further ado, I'll get the top off this box and we'll have a very quick look at the instructions as a minimum, and maybe we'll have a look at some sprues. It is a school night. I do need to get some sleep. So as you can see, everything is still sealed. Nothing has been opened. So let's get these instructions open and have a quick look and see what we've got available to us in this kit. I haven't seen a review of this kit anywhere. I'm sure they exist, but I've just never seen one. So I'm going to leave everything in the bag. As I noted before, there's an amendment sheet, and an amendment sheet. So yeah, obviously they rushed this one out and then realised the mistakes in their manual afterwards. It's a lovely instruction manual. It's like an old, it's a very thick, like a cardboard. In fact, that would be very handy for blotting paper or something. So yeah, it's a very thick manual. I'm going to have to move this around because when I open it, it's going to be quite wide. So it fits the screen quite nice now. But yeah, so it's saying here, special thanks to Mr. Ernst Beck and Mr. Alexander Janssen for their help to this project. So obviously they had some help from some German guys. All sorts of stuff here about not sticking knives in your eyes and don't chew the plastic, don't swallow it. And we've got a sprue layout here, which is nice. It is numbered and it is very clear. And we've got paper here which is slightly yellowed, which gives it that sort of old effect. So here we're in on the start of it. We're banging straight in with the front machine gun, armour plating, building up the hull, some ancillaries there. Looks like the exhaust system. This is a lovely book. This is like wing standard. Adding some bits and pieces to the hull, adding the exhaust system, and then over to this side, building up the box around the rear end. Exhaust silencer with some photo etch straps going on. Then we've got some more panelling around the back, some boxes and stuff. Then we're moving on to the side panels, adding some detail in there. And as we said earlier, we got the chains for the drives. I'm not really sure how much of this is going to be seen. We'll find out in a minute, I'm sure. Then we're adding some more detail, some sprockets, pulleys, idlers. Then, same as the Tamiya kit, we've got this plethora of rollers going on the bottom here. And obviously they're all alternate. A, B, A, B, A, B, and it tells you here how many to make. But I did notice, I think there's an amendment to that, so I think this part of the instructions is probably incorrect. And here we go, we've got the tracks. So this is what everyone makes the fuss about. You've got, so there's two parts there, and one part there. So there's 5 parts to each link, and do they clip together? Not sure. Look, I'm not sure if they clip together, if you have to assemble it and then like put it together during the assembly. But yeah, I mean, that'll be okay. I'm sure it'll look very authentic. Just one of those things, you know, stick a YouTube video on and just sit there and do it. What I tend to do with stuff like this, and it's worth it. Stick a YouTube video on, take all the B5s off the sprue, denib them all, clean them all up, chuck them in a pot. Take all the B4s off, do the same, B3s, B2s, B1s, and then you'll have a 5 pots in front of you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you can take from each one and assemble them as you go. And if there are issues with getting it all square and everything, then make up a little jig out of plastic card or something. I'll show you that when I get to it. It's and it's saying here, if you feel difficult to make workable tracks, you can choose an easier way for static display. Don't cement B2, B3, B5 on B1. Just cement B1 by 1, looking like the drawing shows. So what they're saying is, don't bother with the guides. Just use the B1 parts. No, I'm not going to do that. Moving along, more detail parts, more pulleys and sprockets and stuff. Looks like it's just a repeat of the other side. Yes, it is. And then we're making those tracks. So it's 92 per side. So it's 184 times 5, which is, what's that? 1,840, 920 parts to make the tracks. Yay! I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be great. I'm going to film the whole thing as well. Not. Then we've got the guns going on here. We've got some internal gun detail by the look of it. Not sure how much of that's going to be seen. And then going on and fitting them into their turrets. Fitting the turrets onto either side. Fitting the sides and the tracks onto the main hull. And we've got the chains, which I saw there earlier. They're supplied. This step needs to use pliers to separate the chain. So obviously you've got to cut the chain and then bend it back together again. This is for the trench plank thingy. Oh God, what's it called? The unditching. There you go, unditching beam. Thank you, Takom. You put it in there. Yeah, so there you go. So it looks like this kit you can pretty much build the whole thing without the tracks, and then paint it, which will be good for me. So yeah, here's the. Well, that's a shame. They've done black and white callouts. That's a bit of a shame. I mean, it's 2018, guys. Come on. You know, everything has colour callouts these days, except for Airfix. So yeah, you've got black and white callouts there for the German scheme, and then there's the overall single XF49 colour for the British scheme. So yeah, you make your mind up there. I think this will obviously look a lot more interesting because it's got the 3 colours. What I'm not sure about is accuracy. Can you, if you know about World War I armour and you know about captured stuff, could you please tell me in the comments below, would the Germans have really taken the trouble to paint this in their 3, what I'm looking at, are World War II colours? Would they have actually taken the trouble to do all that? Or would they have just stuck some crosses on it and perhaps a bit of yellow and gone for it? Because I can't see they would have taken that to that in the middle of a war. I could be wrong, but yeah. It's saying 1918 and 1917. Yeah, interesting. Let me know, please. But yeah, I certainly, if it's correct and accurate, I want to do this one because I think as a display model it'll look a lot better than that one, and I've already got that one. So yeah, it'll look interesting. So there we have it. There's the instruction manual, as nice as it is. I won't go through the sprues because you're going to see the whole thing being built. So yeah, thanks for watching. You've obviously made your choice. This is it. Subscribe, like, hit that bell, get your notifications, because there'll be lots of videos of this coming up, because I have promised I'll video the whole thing within reason. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.